the Eagles. Take it easy. The Eagles' Lion Eyes. Yeah. Well, let's rack up Mr. Guitar. So, here we are again. My new tagline is a guitar, the Buddha. There's my Buddha buddy. Here, we'll just grab him by his little head and move him over. Hey, good man. Guitar, the Buddha, and the man in pajamas. So, yeah, thanks for joining our guided meditation. This is the Polar edition. I'm still in my Jim Jams, winter Jim Jams. Last week, it was sunny and 15 degrees centigrade. Today, it is -1. And, okay, a couple of thoughts here. The concept of impermanence. Everything changes. You know, we get attached to things. Like last week, oh, thank God it was finally spring. Oh, this weather is so good. And then it gets cold and it's like, now it's winter. I hate it. Well, you know, that may be true or it may not be. Because there are many times when we're hot, we wish we could get cooler. And you know, I looked at myself in the mirror this morning. I was thinking about impermanence. Few of you were lucky enough to know my father, but he was a pretty great guy. And I now look just like him. Gray hair, very thin. He wore these kind of hats. Well, you know, I used to be a 250-pound football player with shoulder-length hair. Same person. So impermanence is all around us. Now today, our guided meditation, we'll take a look here, probably be about 12 minutes. And we're going to focus on sensation. I'm going to give you a super mini guided tour of something called a body scan. The traditional body scan, I've done them at these week-long and 10-day retreats. You do one every day. They're guided by a leader. And they take like 45 minutes. You lay on your back and the leader guides you through the various parts of your body with the intent that we're focusing on sensation. So again, we're going to focus on sensation. Remember, mindfulness means being in the present moment by choice without judgment. And if you can focus on a body part as we go through this, that happens in the left side of your brain, your somatosensory cortex. And as you feel the sensations, it is neurologically impossible. They've proven this on brain scans. You cannot think and worry and plan and agonize and all the other things that we do that probably aren't real if you can perceive the sensation. So let's get started here. You know, I think for this polar version, we're going to take a seat. Remember I said mindfulness is without judgment? I'm here to tell you it's bloody cold today. So I could have a judgment like, oh, this is horrible, I'm so cold, blah, 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 blah. Or I could say, it's cold. I feel the cool air on my face. That's an interesting perception that I'm having. So we'll get started. I once again am on the Royal Potty seat. This is an 1850 vintage commode chair. And I'm just telling you, it just fits my butt so well. Erect, dignified position. We'll close our eyes. We'll have some cleansing breaths. When I make my breaths really loud, it's for the purpose of guiding. So starting now, breathe in. Breathe in. In through the nostrils, out through the nostrils. Get your breathing normalized. Since mindfulness means to be in the present moment without judgment, it's helpful that as you feel feelings or perceive sensations, that you don't judge them. In other words, you could say, "Oh, I got arthritis in my baby toe. Life is so cruel." Or you could not judge and go, "Oh, yeah, there you are, my old friend." So as we breathe in, we are going to start at our feet. Think about your toes, how they support the end of your foot. How they touch each other, maybe. Their temperature. Are there socks involved? Moving through your feet and ankles that support you every day if you're lucky. Moving through your calves and knees. Some of us have issues with our knees. Let's not judge. Let's just perceive the quality of the sensation and experience it. Your thighs. They are hard working, aren't they? And your hip joints. And your pelvis. Now, as we get into your torso, there are areas, nerve centers, plexi, where nerves come together, where you have some fairly strong and distinct sensations. The ancients called them chakras, but they're there. The end of your tailbone, in your groin, in your tummy. What sensations do you feel? Moving up into your solar plexus behind your breastbone and your heart. Maybe you can feel your heart beating. But your heart is the working partner that doesn't quit. You sleep, she is still working. She never quits till the end. And to me, that's pretty cool. What about your lungs? Expanding and contracting inside your chest? It's kind of a miracle, really. Think about your fingertips. One fingertip has more nerve sensations than all the skin on your torso. Nerve endings, I should say. See how I didn't judge myself for making a mistake? Very mindful of me indeed. And your hands, your fingers in your hands, they work hard for you. Moving through your wrists, elbows, shoulders, I had shoulder surgery, so my shoulder has new sensations that I didn't have before. Maybe for some of you, something similar. Now our shoulders carry a lot of weight, and we carry a lot of tension in them. They work hard. I think for many of us, we make them work when they don't need to. So let's take some weight off our shoulders right now. To make your muscles work the best, you breathe in as you stretch your muscles, and then when you contract them, you breathe out. So we breathe in, raise our shoulders right up to our earlobes. Nice, gentle but explosive contraction out and drop them. Do that 2 more times. Up, down. And down. Now be grateful for those shoulders. They're pretty loyal companions. Moving into our throat. This is where we talk. This is also another important chakra. And when we're stressed, this is the place where we feel a tightness in the throat, a constriction. Breathe through it. And let it go. Moving up the neck, into the face. Now, since this is the Dr. Steve Guided Meditation Polar Edition, I actually feel 0 degree centigrade air moving on my face at about 5 kilometers an hour from a northwest direction. It literally is kind of cool. Billions and billions of nerve endings on our face, our lips, our eyes, our ears, top of our head, our mouths. And as we wind down this guided portion of our segment, you may want to marvel at your body, because truly, no matter what size, shape, or age it is an amazing, amazing organ. We'll wind down in the next 5 or 10 seconds on your own, breathing in and out. This is a song that I've just grown to love. I played it last week. Neil Young, Long May You Run. It was an ode to his old car, but I think it's a really cool metaphor for all of us as we strive to live a good life and thrive and survive. Long may you run, long may you run. Long may you run, long may you run. Although these changes have come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run, long may you run, long may you run. Although these changes may come, with your chrome heart shining in the sun, long may you run, long may you run. Well, long may you run. And yeah, Dr. Steve here. I'm so grateful that you joined us.